What's going on, everybody? Back to working on the Lexus. That buzzing noise that you hear in the background, that's this old ass light buzzing away. Anyway, if you saw my last clip, you saw I got the engine finally started. If not, I'll drop that clip right here. And while it was starting, when I finally got it started, I noticed we had a couple fuel leaks. I seen some coming from the fuel rails. Seen it coming from the fuel rails where the ejectors sit at. So what I'm gonna do is, let's see, I got some new O-ring kits for all 8 injectors. So I'm just gonna take these rails apart, both sides, swap out the injectors real quick, and hopefully that fixes one issue. As far as anything else I'm getting into today, or at least in this video, to be honest with you, I have no idea. I'm just winging it. I'm just putting pieces together and just trying to get everything going at the same time. So let's jump into time-lapse mode and get this thing started. There it is, disassembled, fuel rails, injectors, the new O-rings, fluid dampeners, pressure regulators, I'm not sure what they're called. But yeah, I'm going to just put these new O-rings on these old ass injectors and hopefully they don't leak. Probably explain these injectors. They have 4 O-rings, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. With the bottom, it probably doesn't matter which order you take these off in, because this one's big enough to slide over it. But the top one, you want to take the small O-ring off first, and then that one second, and then when you go assembly, just reverse. So this one first and this one second. Like I said, this one doesn't matter. This one's big enough to slide over. So and there it is, all done. Fuel rail reassembled both sides. Brand new O-rings. Hopefully it doesn't leak. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Drop that right there. Turn this bad boy on. Yes sir. Right there. All right, so it has been some time since the last clip that you saw. So I'm just gonna get y'all real quick, just like up to date on a couple things I've been working on. Let's take a look. If you saw my last update video, we got the first start going. So the fuel pump ECU is mounted, wired. That's straight. I got the gas pedal finally working, so the throttle body works. I'll drop the video for that right here. And let's see what else. Oh, we got some vacuum lines routed for the throttle body, PCV, and then because I deleted the ABS, the brake booster needed a vacuum line or vacuum source. So on the 3UZ right here, this nipple was covered or capped off. I just took the cap off of that, ran the line from that to that. This is a little bit bigger, like diameter wise, than I wanted, but for the time being, it'll work. And let's see, we got this. I just made this. This is going to be the power steering reservoir bracket. I just grabbed some steel from Home Depot or Lowe's, and I took the factory. This is actually the factory bracket, and chopped it up, made it small. But I just really just needed the part that holds the reservoir on. Tacked it, tack weld. And I'm actually, let me show you where I'm going to try to put this. Get out the way. Right around there. Right around this area. And I believe I can drop this down like that. So there's two holes in the frame. And then these line up right there. So I'll run 2 bolts through that. Somehow, some way. And hopefully it's just like that. And I can mount the reservoir here, and then the bottom of the reservoir can go feed the feed line for here, and the return line from the power steering cooler, which is down there. I can run that line up there. So hope to get that situated. And I think that is pretty much it for right now. After that's done, I'm going to try to make an intake. So I got the factory intake sitting right there. I may reuse that just so I can pass inspection. The alternator wire was also a little bit long. So I'm not even going to show that because it's just a basic wire. I just cut it to my desired length and went to AutoZone. I got a one of those copper, or I think it's copper. It is a battery lug. Let's see if I have the other one sitting over here somewhere. That's it, right there. So. And this, see, I can pull on it and wire's not coming out. So that's all I needed for that. I'm going to install this too, and just go from there. So here's the bracket for the power steering bottle installed. I did use the factory holes, and this is actually giving me a little bit of flex room since it's so thin. What I'll probably do to keep this from moving instead of drilling another hole, I'm going to reuse this factory hole. I'll probably use another piece of this and try to get this, like another piece from here to here, line it up, bolts, and I'll probably weld the back of it somehow. And then I can actually see what this is. And then down there is the alternator wire. It runs from the alternator up to the fuse box. It's still a little bit long, But with some zip ties tied up out the way, it should be perfectly fine. So now all I need to do is get some lines so I can run the feed line from here to the bottle, the return line down to the power steering cooler, like I said earlier. And that should be all plumbed up and ready to go. Flexible upper radiator hose right now. And actually somebody who was watching my videos actually gave me a tip. I will try to drop that link in the description. There's actually because the IS300 is a 1 1/4 line from the radiator, and the GS430 is 1 1/2. There's actually a adapter underneath this, like a sleeve actually, that goes over top of the radiator, and it lets this convert from 1 1/2 to 1.25. And I can just run the 1 1/2 hose from this side to that side, and the same thing with this side. So I'll drop the part number. Thanks to Yoda Rip for hitting me up and letting me know that. You can get it from Summer Racing. They're like $10 a piece. So very nice for this type of conversion. So I'm pretty much going to wrap the video up here. I'm gonna show you what we got going on over here. See, the bottle is installed. My return line is on, my feed line is on. I do have hose clamps, I just need to secure those. And other than that, next video you will see, well, you probably won't see me adding fluids and checking for leaks and stuff like that. But hopefully the next video, this car is idling and driving, or at least moving forward. I know I gotta put brake fluid in and bleed all the air out the brakes. So yeah, hopefully next video this thing's moving and driving, and I'll see y'all next time. Take it easy.